Hi everyone, I'm Ken from CryptoTradingKS and BORSOG Trader. If you're new, welcome, and welcome back KS family and the BORSOG clan. Let's run the numbers. Bitcoin currently down 2.63% to 21,124. Ethereum down 3.22% to 1182. We're going to do a quick run through of the crypto market. We do this each day so you can see how the crypto market is changing. This is incredibly valuable information to refer back to, and we do it each and every day. We're flying through these different sectors, but you can just press pause at any time. We look at the crypto market in this way because we're trying to find opportunities. There are always opportunities in the crypto market, no matter what Bitcoin is doing. Although sometimes it doesn't seem that way, but there are always opportunities. You just need to know where to look for them. And we're a community famous for getting on the right side of the percentage. That's because we BORSOG, we buy on red and sell on green. This is exactly the opposite thing to what retail investors do. Thank you very much for tuning in. I very much appreciate us sharing this time together. When we BORSOG, we're trying to get into the synchronicity of the market, and we always look for opportunities knowing that they reset daily. Okay, that's the market. Now let's have a look at the main markets. We saw in the last session, fear was coming down. Price was going up in the Nasdaq 100. The bond prices were breaching a level of support and going down. We also saw that gold was very much under resistance, multiple levels of resistance. The dollar had rallied but starting to weaken, and confidence in the economic system was starting to rise. And we also saw oil starting to rise up as well. Junk bonds are starting to rise as well. This is a really good sign overall, but we must always have our three-dimensional strategy in play at all times. That is, in advance, we know what we're doing with our trade and portfolio, all of the money that we've invested or trading. If price goes for us, against us, or goes nowhere. This is really important to do, and to do ahead of time. Let's have a look at Bitcoin, and we can see we're just coming out of the weekend. And what do we notice? Bitcoin is starting to arc up. It's at 21,154, but it was basically decaying since Friday, and then through Saturday and Sunday. It is actually still under a degree of resistance, so just bear this in mind. We're below the 21,231 level. We bounced off that 20,800 level, that B level. So when you actually look at price, the thing to remember is that a resistance level is like a ceiling and a support level is like a floor. If price comes down to the floor, it will bounce around there. If it's sufficiently weak, it will go through to the next floor. If price gathers momentum, it can charge up to the ceiling and even through the ceiling. So we're always looking at the market in terms of these ceilings and floors, or resistance and support. So what we actually see is that we're very, very close to the resistance level of 21,231, and we're above support at 20,800. There's another support below at 23,227, and a very strong support at 19,668. This was actually the previous all-time high of the past cycle, so we would expect that to act as a very strong support. So what we're actually seeking for Bitcoin to do is to get above 22,000. When it does, there's not a lot of resistance above there. We know the price is always moving in a wave. It goes up and comes down, goes up and comes down, goes up and comes down. This is the natural ebb and flow of the crypto market. As a BORSOG community, we're always seeking to get into particular positions when the percentage moves in our favor, for example, like this. And we're always seeking to buy on red and sell on green. We're actually a trading community, so we're seeking to turn things over. This is not hodling territory. A lot of people will tell you, they can look at the chart and tell you exactly where price is going. This is an absolute fantasy. We need to be like really, really good detectives and try to figure out what the market is telling us. And when we look at the options market and max pain, we can see max pain for tomorrow is 21,500. Following that, it's 20,500. So it's coming down. So it's indicating that the options market is signaling for lower prices. But note, these max pain levels can be obeyed and sometimes not obeyed. They're not something that you would bet your farm on, so to speak. And max pain for the end of the month is 24,000. As a community, we're always stacking probabilities, and we look at every piece of data that we can look at. When we look at the longs and the shorts, and the longs are this green line, that's coming down, but starting to turn around. What about this red line? That's the shorts. They've spiked up and come back in. So let's have a look at liquidations and see what this could mean. Over the past 24 hours, there's been 110.25 million in liquidations, so a bit heavier liquidation volume, which gives us a better indication of directional bias. And those liquidations have occurred over 39,668 positions. And when we look at total liquidations across the past 24 hours, about, you can say 81% have been long. What about the past 12 hours? Say 77% long. What about the past 4 hours? It's turned the other way now. Say 76% short. And what about the past hour? Even a greater number, just a little over 99% short. That means the shorts are currently getting hammered in the market. And the shorts and longs are always doing this to each other. They basically play tag with each other. Who can liquidate who now? And when we see the longs and the shorts just day by day by day, we can see more longs are being liquidated than the shorts at the present time. But we can also see that is starting to turn around. That's why we've had 99% liquidation in the shorts. And it takes a while to get into the synchronization of the market. So just take your time to understand these things. What I see when we look at Bitcoin's current price action is we're under this tight level of resistance, and that will play in at around 21,460. And when we get above that figure, we've got a higher level of resistance at around 21,832. So if we can breach this particular level of resistance around 21,500, getting up to around 21,850, say, could be absolutely on the cards. But if we reject this resistance, coming back to 20,800, where we could further consolidate, or falling down to the 20,327 mark would be on the cards. Always have your three-dimensional decision making in front and mind and center at all times. Just know what you're going to do if price goes for you, against you, or just goes flat, just goes nowhere. Where do you think Bitcoin is going to? Do you think it's going to C or B or A or 1? Or do you think it might be heading to D around 21,825? Please let me know in the comments. And let's look at the greatest gainers and greatest losers over the past 24 hours. We can see USDC is up 6%. Compound is up nearly 4%. IOTA nearly 3.3% up. Chile's 2.6% up. Gate token GT about 0.5% up. HT, and we're getting into really, really small numbers, so we won't worry too much about those. What about the greatest losers over the past 24 hours? CVX taking our pole position, nearly 7.4% down. ICP, just a little over 7% down. Near Protocol, 6.23% down. EGLD, Elron, 6% down. Stellar, about 5.9% down, the same as the graph. Filecoin, about the same. And Carver, down 5.7%. When looking at the top cryptos, we always want to seek how Bitcoin's gravity is impacting your beloved alts. And we know no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. So what do we see with Ethereum? Ethereum is stronger than Bitcoin at the moment. Binance Coin is also stronger, but moving in directional alignment. Look at XRP, it's shown a lot of weakness. Remember, XRP shows a lot of strength, but also shows a lot of weakness. So when Bitcoin is coming up, XRP is really coming up. When Bitcoin comes down, XRP is really coming down. We can see Bitcoin is coming down, so XRP is really coming down at the moment. What about ADA? ADA is quite interesting. It's still below Bitcoin's price levels. What that basically means, it's suppressed. It's not actually performing as well, for example, as Ethereum or Binance Coin or XRP. It's underwater, so to speak. But always remember, the weak also become strong, and the strong also become weak. This is crypto. Solana is showing a lot of strength, and it showed a lot of strength to the upside, and it's showing actually a lot of strength to the downside as well. So just keep these sort of patterns in mind. Doge is still behaving very, very strongly, but it's lost a support level. What about DOT? DOT has been incredibly weak for quite a long time. Come on, DOT, get it together. I'd like to say thank you for your very kind generosity to all the Coffee Club members, and I just recently released a video that will give you a bit of an edge when you look at the markets, and there are 12 of these videos, and it's just my way of saying thank you to all the people who were kind enough to reach out and buy me a coffee. And to Vicente, thank you very much, my friend. Vicente said, "Thank you, Ken, for being there day after day, offering us invaluable knowledge. I remember when I started my consultancy business, how the first few months were very hard with the redemption of funds and tireless work and training. But a couple of years later, I was impressed with the ease with which I was making money with much less effort due to my acquired knowledge and skills." Thank you, my friend. I always say only knowledge can yield the result, and that's definitely what Vicente is talking about. And thank you to Dai. Hey Ken, thanks for everything you do. And someone said, mucho love KS. Thank you, my friend. And thank you so much, Nanad. Very, very kind of you. And Jani, thank you, my friend, as well. And Anthony. Ken, thank you for the education you provided and continue to provide. Amazing YouTube content and beyond university level education within the masterclass. It's been like landing a job with a company that has someone incredibly experienced mentoring me, which is very rare these days. True legend. Thank you, Anthony. Very kind. And Jani, hi Ken. Getting into your head for the price of a coffee has to be the bestest. Yes, it's a word, haha. Thank you for taking the time and patience to teach us. Much appreciated. Thank you, Jani. Very lovely. And Nenad, Ken, I'm grateful for having the opportunity to learn with you. I've been doing my BORSOGgery, yay tails, for the last 2 weeks with a lot of success and wonderful lessons. I'm happy about that. Your daily videos and the masterclass have been a blessing in my life. My friend recommended me to you, and I am thankful to him for that. You and the KS community mean a lot to me. Thank you for everything you do. Very beautiful words, Nanad. Thank you, my friend. And there are some other new comments, but I'll read those in another episode. And thank you to everyone for your kind generosity. Very, very lovely. When looking at the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, we can see that the fear has been coming out of the market. We're still 24. We were the same yesterday. And what do we notice here? Just some points that I'd like to take you through. The resistance will play out until, for example, around 24,500. When we get above that, we could do some rocking and rolling. But what do we also notice? That we've just lost this particular support line. So we've got to be a little bit careful. Now, what does it mean? When we lose a support line, we create resistance. So therefore, it will go down to the next support line. So just be aware of these factors at the moment. Please let me know in the comments, where do you think Bitcoin will be headed to over the next 24 hours? I hope you found this content useful. Please consider sharing and liking this video and also subscribing to the channel. We would love to have you as a part of our globally extended KS family. Please remember, crypto is volatile. Always prepare yourself for the best and worst case scenarios. Reality will likely be between them. Stay safe out there, my friends. Take care and see you next time. Bye for now.